So last time, you guys went to a shop, bought some gear. I'm not sure terrorized was the right word. I think intimidated the shopkeep, I think would be a good way of describing it.
He was in awe
He was in absolute awe
at the
of.
majesty of the chicken before him.
So when Qui-Gon said there's always a bigger fish, what he really should have said was there's always a bigger chicken.
It's true. Both can be true.
Both can be true. Is there anything else I forgot from last session? I think the guy running away from the chickens, and that's where we cliffhangered it off.
Yes, the guy running away from the chickens. We stole a key and some health potions and gave him back a couple of the health potions as consolation. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, we're chasing down the cliffhanger, which is a man being chased by chickens.
Sounds good. Let's go back to the cliffhanger. And just waiting for the stream client to move on over. There we go. So as we left off, you see a man running down, attempting to shut the door behind the chickens and begging the paladin for some help. He's looking back. You're seeing these chickens starting to get on top of each other. And they finally actually find a way to hear the door starting to open. And then the chickens politely are queuing up.
They're getting on top of each other and forming a Gundam?
Yeah.
What?
What?
I am so confused.
Yachak, what is happening?
I don't know.
Let's see. Do you have Animal Bond improved? I think that's good enough.
I do have that. I also have the talk to animals thing.
Yes.
Or get their senses thing. Yes.
Yes. So you actually hear from their senses, like, hello? Do you think he knows? Yeah, I know. He might not know. I've never seen him before. They're just chatting amongst themselves. They seem to be speaking in some kind of version of Basic. To your mind.
Can I hear
They
that?
seem intelligent.
Is that how it works? I can hear the senses. I don't know if I can hear them talking, but that works.
You will hear them talking. There's a thing that happened to them.
Oh, good. They are talking. More ash animals.
Not necessarily ash animals. They all start looking up. Do you think he knows? You should ask him. You see one chicken get up a little bit closer. He's got it's like a piece of breading in his mouth. He drops it down on the floor in front of you. What?
Oh no.
Do you speak?
Why?
Just in your mind.
Are you? Do you know dog?
Dog?
Also speak.
He just looks around like, dog? No, we have been awoken by a wizard. Do you know of the Green Menace? He is like us, but much bigger.
I may know. I may not. Where is Wizard?
Do not know where Wizard is. He blessed us with knowledge and left just as quickly. We want to give our respects to the Green Terror. For he has successfully intimidated Cluck the Third, who thinks he's better than all of us. He nudges over the little piece of breading. If you happen to find the Green Terror, please give this to him. It is our thanks. The chicken skitches back.
Roka kind of bends down and picks up the piece of bread.
You feel the breading. You feel there's something a little bit harder than what would be bread in there. What do you do with that? It's like the breading is like protecting the thing.
He will take a bite to get to the hard thing.
You bite into it and you instantly taste copper in it. You take a look at what you bit into and you realize it is coinage.
Why?
It's shiny.
I'm sorry. Are we still in the fever dream?
No, this might be the last fever dream thing for a very long time.
I do not understand how.
Neither do I.
How do Oiwanaka? How do you have Kachtier Rumikuna?
There may be a few changes around town here, but we want to pay our respects to the Green Menace.
Well, I am green. Perhaps I am green terror, as you say.
The chicken tilts his head 30 degrees to the right. No. You can't. He's at least, and you see him flapping his wings, at least bigger.
Well, for now, I will keep Kachtier Rumikuna for green terror.
Thank you.
Why you chase Konkajaki?
Who?
Kind of turns and points at the man who ran in. This one.
Looks terrified.
Why you chase? Did he harm your kind?
The chicken's shoulders just jump, go up and down just a little bit like a shrug. I don't know. I do not know. If he has a problem, I am not aware of it.
You speak well for just opened mind. Nyachak, can you also hear Wanaka?
What Wanaka is?
Wanaka?
Yeah.
Beasts, plural.
Ah. The chickens start looking around at each other. We have only awoken yesterday. We still don't know.
What?
You hear some clucking. Well, it is time for us to continue with our daily ritual. Thank you, and whoever the Green Terror is, please give him or her our condolences and our thanks. So you see them organize into a queue, and they start stacking up on top of each other to open the door. Open the door, and then they continue on their merry way.
Kroko will watch them leave, and And then he turns back to Dagna and Ilyana. That is now more I that speak in my mind.
I assume that he was the only one that could hear them
Correct.
talking.
Yeah, you just heard a bunch of clucking and weird chicken stuff.
Is this Punyoi Umanche?
What? You are they saying something?
Who are you? Why were you chased by Uwanaka?
I don't know, man. My parents just got kidnapped. Okay, now just hiding on the ground, trying to avoid them, and then I figured like, oh, how do I save them by myself, not against all those bandits. And I heard there was a paladin, and next thing I knew, those chickens were starting to get in the line. I thought they were coming after me, and calm down. Calm down. They're not here to hurt you. Hey, aren't you the one who's always lying in the fields to avoid doing work? Seriously? Yeah, you're begging this guy for help? It's not like that. It's not like that. I swear. You know where what is your name, young man? Dylan. And where do they take your parents? I don't know. Somewhere out east. I saw they all got into a cart and they ran away, and there was some. Well, I'd never seen them before, but they seemed like people, but not like any kind of people I've seen. They're big. They wear fur. They have like an animal necklace. They were speaking in some kind of, it kind of sounded like what this guy was speaking.
What?
But it sounded a little different.
You saw some of the Ijuki?
Well, they looked like you, but less pointy, more darker skin color, or
Andante. Why are they here?
I don't know, man. I just want to see my parents again.
Solazar. Why Andante here?
That's a good question. I thought they were, from all the training I received at the tower, they're afraid of crossing the Madlands. Either they found a way to get across it, they got over their fear, and I'm not sure which one's worse.
Andante never come south. Why they cross? I not understand. Yachak kulaka Ilyana. I think we should go see.
Yes, but where to even start looking for them? It's a big world.
If Andante they have they have Leaka Chiara. Maybe I can sense with new magic.
It's a possibility. Dongna, if you would like to do a knowledge outer rim check, you can probably figure out some likely candidates.
Sure. What's the difficulty?
Let's call it 2 purple and a black.
No black. Haha. Oh, that's a shiny roll.
Yeah. So let's go to the continental map for a second. So near West Lake Town. And while it sort of borders against the Madlands, and the Madlands used to be a place of a lot of kingdoms, and a few castles that barely survived, the week of fire and lightning. I mean, if I was taking people and regrouping somewhere, I mean, an abandoned castle sounds like a good idea.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, but where to start? Be spending all day and all night.
Well, if memory serves, there's an abandoned structure nearby, kind of like a castle, and that would be a good a place as any for someone who's just come across the Madlands to gather up and regroup, right?
It's a
It's
brilliant
nearby,
idea.
and it's a good place to start.
Yes,
Broca,
that'd be...
What do you plan on doing if we do find Andante? I mean, from what you've told me about them, they don't seem the kind that are just willing to talk.
Andante, they are... they are... what is word? Chiara. No, evil. They eat Konkajaki. They eat Ijuki. They eat you. They eat me. They are danger to here.
That sounds lovely. So if we do find them, what are we doing?
I must know how many. If only small amount, maybe we can destroy. Return them to Earth. If too many, perhaps Waki Solazar can bring his Ailu.
Well, I know there's supposed to be another one coming soon. Maybe he'll see us. I mean, after all, commotion.
Kulaka Iliana, you have been quiet.
Sorry, I'm trying to absorb. This is a lot.
A reasonable reaction, I think.
I'm very confused.
The paladin looks at you.
I wish there was some way I could commune with my sister or maybe with my clanmates, but I never learned that ritual, you know?
So, as you do that, you feel your...
Do what? I talk as I talk?
As you mentioned that commuting,
Yes.
where is your Ichor, let's call it your Ichor blade, your Jinsari sword?
It is in the ether.
Ooh. Okay. Continue with your speaking.
I was done.
Okay. Going over, the paladin looks over to you, Ilyana, and tells you there are people native to this world called the Andanti that are, well, savage tribal people, so they say, who
Like me, but not like me.
yes, like Graka, but unlike Graka as a force of good, these people tend to act on their evil impulses.
They serve Wheelanaira.
Yes, they serve the moon, the evil god of the moon. Well, the fact that they're even here is heavily concerning.
Well, I say we go see. If too many, we do same as with church place and gather other Konga Jakinaka. Prepare to fight.
It might be hard in this town. I mean, I can't think of many. I think it might just be
Well-
up to us.
Well, I guess we better start hoping that there's only a small number of them then.
Kulaka Eliana, will you fight with me?
Sure, I guess. Uh,
We shall need your leka, your sword.
okay.
Yes, and I think with the four of us, we should be. Well, where'd you say that castle was? Do you know where that castle is, Dogna?
I can probably lead us there, yes. Oh, I've just been informed by an otherworldly power that, yes, I know where it is.
She has a map.
I
She
have
has
a
a
map,
map.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Then yes, I know exactly where it is. Let's go.
All right, we'll follow your lead, Dogna. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the town before you go over to the castle? Or what once was a castle?
No.
Oh, I guess not.
All right. So you arrive at the Renegade's Rampart, as it's mentioned on Dogna's map. And it looks like a ruined castle. You see, it looks like makeshift fortifications, broken castle walls that they've had to patch up some fortifications on. Sorry, let me put it over there. Random supplies over here. You see some banditos just kind of up and patrolling the castle walls. And what strikes you the most is it looks like you see two Andanti speaking to some kind of plant hologram is the best word I can describe it.
We can
Graka,
see them. We can see them from below down on the cliff.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
There's you can see at least the massive I'm going to call it a plant hologram. The best description I could give to it is imagine
a primal projection.
Primal projection, yes. Instead of being, light, being as the formation of it, it's more plant and material shaping to it. almost like an animated construct, but not quite. You definitely recognize it, Graka. That is Yawar, the Andante chieftain who chased you guys off of Chrysofall Peak way back in session 1. And you hear coming from him in his own native tongue, make sure we continue to gather the runes so we may help Svart burn the Earthwound lodges from all history. You hear some grunting over in the background. Good, make it so. And for the help we are getting for now, make sure they are not broken from your accursed bond. So, you're on top of a cliff with a broken bridge in front of you. What is the plan? Why don't we go into structured time for this? Let me put you all in a combat state. You may roll Vigilance Initiative, please.
It's the end. Okay, yes.
Actually, they need to roll. Oh, that one rolled garbage, anyways. This one needs to roll the setback.
Ha ha ha.
Ho ho ho.
I
Yeah,
rolled
you
a triumph.
Oh my.
So I think you're the only one who rolled the triumph fire number. So let's call it. You get a free piece of visual information, as if you were making a check. But based on the visual information, what's one thing you really want to know with high certainty? Let's say, based on visual evidence.
Based on where the banditos are stationed on these, because they look like they're on some sort of rampart or tower or something.
Right.
Does either tower have something that looks like a structural weakness that could be broken to cause them to collapse?
You know? Yeah. Think it is. You might need to apply a little bit of heavier force than, say, a bow and arrow. But yeah, if you make like a, get a good solid, let's call it 10 wounds in to a structure, right? Yeah, you can collapse the tower. Especially this one over here on the right.
Okay. Good to know.
That one you could punch it down. Yeah, you could have to cause these guys to fall.
Groko will turn to Ilyana and Dagna and Solazar. The stone of this Konka is weak. We can break, take many out. I will use Supekara for this. Maybe you can distract, cause you say distraction.
The Paladin's still looking up over there through it.
I do not see easy way to fight, but there are not many.
Rocka, can you turn into a big flying animal? Would you fly us in there over them?
I have not been able to before.
Oh.
I may need more time.
Oh, well, there's a hole in the bridge. I'm surprised they're able to cross it.
Very observant of you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe, never mind. They trained us to make sure we are observant.
Well,
I've seen many a squire fall even to the most basic traps before they become paladins.
what else do you see?
He's looking around. Well, aside from the obvious bandito presence up here, they seem lethargic. It's unusual. It's like they're under some kind of mental spell. He said, so I've seen something like that before. They may not fully be themselves. I guess first order of business.
You think they have Lekachihara?
I'm not sure they have a parasite inside of them. I think they're just to control the magic. Thralls. That's what they say.
Wanurimach. Yes, I understand.
My first order of business, figuring how we're going to cross the hole in the bridge. We might get slowed down if we have to go on the side. And jumping across that might make a little bit too much noise. They seem unaware of our presence for now, but...
Is the bridge made of wood or stone or...
Stone at the top, supported by wood underneath.
Okay.
It looks like something punched a hole through it.
So it would not be considered natural terrain.
No, it is an artificial bridge, unfortunately.
Okay, so altar would not work on that. Alas.
Yeah, no. If you had the firm terrain upgrade, I think it would, but you don't have that.
Nope.
As I'm looking through it.
Kulakailiana. Can your magic make bridge for hole?
Yes, I make some signs in front of my body, and green smoke comes from my hands, and magically a green piece fills in the bridge.
Flip me a destiny point up. Do it.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm assuming that'll be your action for repairing the bridge.
I was being completely sarcastic, but okay.
If you want it to be real, I will let it for a destiny point.
I mean, yeah, it'd be great to have powers. How the I can't remember how to flip a destiny point. Oh, we didn't roll destiny. Oh, wait.
No.
We're using the
We
same
did
tool, I
earlier.
think.
Yeah.
I didn't, did I?
No, nobody.
That was from last session.
Yes, and they added an extra light side token from last.
There! I didn't know I could do that.
Oh, that is very impressive.
I know, right? I fucking had no clue I could do that.
Leka Yorak. Good magic.
Incredible. I guess we could walk across it.
I mean, let's throw some stones at it first. I have no fucking clue. It seems kind of shady. I don't know. I just fucking made this up.
So you throw a stone at it, and it kind of just bounces and floats in midair. It's like you just created a thing of glass over. A thing of green glass.
Okay, I'll try first. Okay, I'll bounce over. Like,
Yep.
do
Bounce.
I make it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's basically
stepping.
glass. Yeah, you're basically like stepping on glass.
Guys, I am amazing. Look at what I did.
So yeah, if you want to cross the bridge and hide underneath here, if you want to use this maneuver. You got one more maneuver.
That's it. It's my turn. Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Super. We got another PC turn going.
Yeah, Chuck. Can you... what can you make distraction?
Want me to be the distraction? Oh boy.
I want you not in danger. You are small, not fighter.
No, decidedly not.
It is okay. I am here instead. And with that, Groko will look across and bound up after Ilyana.
Yep, so that's a maneuver.
Park next to her.
Yep.
As my action, I will use Survival of the Fittest. And I am going to make a 4 force rating transform check.
All right, what are you gonna transform into?
I don't know yet. We will see. 34.
Depending on how big your thing is, I may ask you to make a stealth check.
Understand. Let's go. Force check. Go. Shit.
So
That's awful.
Figures. Yeah.
Yeah, not great.
I mean,
Well-
if it's bigger than Silhouette 1, like if you're going something Silhouette 2, I need you to make a stealth check. But if it's
No.
Silhouette 1 or smaller, it'll be fine.
I mean, it's gonna have to be a Silhouette 1. I've got 2. I will convert 2 of those Dark Pips, and that will allow me to be a Silhouette 1. And will be a Beast of Stone.
Sounds good.
And you know what? For old time's sake, buff chicken.
A fucking token.
So Ilyana, you see your compatriot morph into a person-sized chicken.
Buff chicken.
A very buff chicken. Honestly, you might be able to deceive these people.
What is happening?
I guess.
I step away for 2 seconds and there's a giant chicken next to me. What's with all these chickens?
You know what? I think Groka as giant chicken will spend his second maneuver literally just to walk around. Oh. Come on.
He's gonna walk up to here. Okay, I'm down with
Oh,
that.
jeez.
Just basically walk up to the side of this and just giant chicken just.
I don't think Dagna needs to be a distraction. I think this is distracting enough.
And that will be 2 strain for that second maneuver.
Yes.
And yeah, that's. Oh, I have to do strain for the dark pipes, right?
Yes.
2 for each, is that right?
2 per. Yeah, 2 per pip.
Okay, well. Okay. I am at 6. Okay, yep. Chicken walks up.
Jesus.
And that's, yeah. That's Kroka's turn.
So the bandito's up here, that you can see, and you get a very good look at these 2 necro weavers on Dante, Graka.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're just pilfering, stuff that's out and around. Like
Okay.
they're looking for supplies.
Okay.
So the banditos kind of just look at you, right? And so this one on top of the battlement. I mean, you're a goddamn chicken. How the hell would they know? What would be the right skill? I gotta look at your stat sheet just for a second.
Deception.
Was it be a roll from me, or would it be a roll from them? Am I deceiving them,
Yeah.
or are they perceiving that I am not an ordinary giant buff chicken?
They're going to attempt to perceive. I'm not sure it's going to be very successful. I think it should at least be... Okay, so they would have no reason to suspect, right? So it's going to be a fairly difficult check. I'm trying to think.
I mean,
Resilience.
they know that chickens are apparently a thing at the town.
Yes. So that's a thing heavily in your favor. I'm thinking at least a 3 purple. At least.
It's your call. I'm a buff chicken.
This is not going to end very well for them. So it's at least a 3 purple difficulty. They're going to have a setback die. They have only 2 green die for this. They're going to get a boost die just because it's bigger than normal. It's like, that's a kind of big chicken.
Can I give them another setback by giving them a stink eye with my coercion?
Yeah, you have a rank in coercion.
I have 2
somewhere,
ranks in
right?
coercion.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I have a thing to help with oh, no. I didn't take it. Never mind. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. Buff chickens.
So that's... I think the coercion would be applicable.
Okay.
Let's put it as 1 upgrade for now.
Sure.
'Cause
Done.
It's not directly related. So that's 2 green, a red, 2 purple, 1 boost, and 1 black.
Done. See if they realize I am not a normal chicken. Oh, look at those failures! Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Wow.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at
Hey,
all that
boss.
chicken.
Hey, boss.
Giant chicken.
Look at that chicken. Look at that thing. Kind of weird it came all the way out here.
Oh my god.
Look, boy. I mean, it's just a chicken. I mean, the animals come here all over the place. I mean, guy looks a little more intensely. I mean, it's kind of weird that it's, you know, like us sized, but you know, it's been a very crazy, like, you know, few weeks. So, yeah, boss. I mean, you know, there was a giant metal beetle thing that burned down my town recently. So, I mean, this seems pretty normal by comparison. All right, you got a Necro Weaver who is basically going to spend his turn continuing to pilfer supplies. It looks like he's giving it to the plant-based, air quotes, construct. So we are another PC slot. I don't know, Dogna, if you want to do something, you want the Paladin to move on up.
Well, I mean, because the only thing I'm thinking is like, Groka wants me to stay behind. And, I don't
Hmm.
know what there's much in the way of distracting that I could do because he seems to be doing a pretty good job of that on his own. So I figured that, it's probably like she would probably just hang back and try to do some information gathering or as much as she
Okay.
can from
Yeah.
her vantage point. So, uh, I think that what she is probably the most curious about right now is what's going on over here. Like,
Over. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
what, um, I mean, I know that it's probably a stretch to ask if she would be familiar with what kind of magic is going on with this, but, would she be able to reasonably gather anything about what's happening here or,
Yeah, yeah. Especially since you travel with Graka for a bit, that's going to help a lot. Same with Jors, and Jors is a little bit of, yeah. I think you'll have an experience to understand what's going on there. Is there any particular like type of question to ask? Like, what's going on? There's a pretty broad question. If there's
sure,
more specific, like you have seen that the Necro Weaver is putting stuff in there.
he's putting stuff in a magical thing that this,
Yeah, he's like giving supplies to the plant-based construct. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining it. So
okay,
no, I'm drawing a
well, let's
penis again. So pretend,
Par the course.
yeah, par
yeah,
for the course. So pretend, so you see a person up here, right?
uh-huh.
Okay, so he's kind of got like, yeah, art, everyone. So you see the Necroweaver. So you have the person. You kind of have like almost like a skirt sort of thing. It's like supporting the structure, and then there's a more broad. I would like call it like a layer of moss. And it looks like the Necroweaver is looking for stuff in these crates, and then he's finding some stuff, and then he's putting it into the moss. And it's kind of moving underneath the moss, and then you kind of can't see what's going on afterwards.
Okay. Uh, uh,
This is where we're at.
yeah.
This is the thing.
Look at all that chicken.
Oh, I can't even.
Oh. All right,
so-
let's start. Go ahead.
I was saying, I'm sorry. I think I take the situation not better, but not worse.
No, I mean, all right. Let's start with that then. All right. So I see the Necro Weavers putting supplies into this moss.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, would I be able to make any kind of educated guess as to what it is that they're doing with these supplies that are going into the moss? Like, what is happening to the stuff that is going into the moss?
Yeah, give me a knowledge education check.
Oh. Okay.
Let's call it 3 purple. Actually, let's call it 2 purple, a black. Sorry, 2 purple, 1 red, because you kind of have this elevation distance that
Sure.
makes it a little bit difficult to see what they're putting in. And then you have 2 black die for both the distance, and you're not intimately familiar with their plan.
Yeah. Guess what? No, I don't.
You're a good researcher.
Yeah, I am. All right, here we go.
Yes.
All right.
So it looks like they're looking for particularly shiny things to put up into the plant. Things like gems and crystals seems to be the pattern that you're noticing from these Necroweavers. And when they're putting it in there, it looks like they're being, sucked in. And you've heard Jors talk about, it kind of sounds like a crazy magical theory, transport via plants. where theoretically they could move supplies from like tree to tree, like in the tree and underground from the tree.
Okay.
It looks like kind of like a similar idea as what they're doing is they're kind of putting it in this little hologram construct moss, and they're doing a similar operation where they're basically pilfering the supplies, taking these gems in particular, and they're trying to transport it somewhere.
Right. Okay. All right. Now, I don't know if I can leverage my one advantage to
Mhm.
ask this question or if I'm going to have to make another check on my next turn. But
Let's hear it.
all right. Does the kind of transport magic that's going on
Mhm.
here have like a limit as to how far away they can be before it won't like how
I think I have an
how
idea.
okay
Like the range.
so yes, thank you, that's exactly the word that I needed. That completely left my brain. So would I be able to figure out like around like an estimated range as to where these supplies might be going?
Based on the one advantage, uh, traditionally, uh, within, I would say the forest, it kind of can go anywhere in the forest that's north. Here, let's pull up the continental map again.
Yes, please.
All right. So let's go up here for a second, right? Because you have the Fuliginous Forest where the Indanti normally reside.
Mm-hmm.
Now, traditionally, right, if you're a good practitioner of the magic, you could go anywhere in the forest with it.
Right.
It's believed that the transit kind of goes from it's like a cell phone tower, goes up to node to node to node to node until it reaches its destination. So, based on that best guess knowledge, I mean, as long as there's enough nodes, it probably can go pretty far.
Okay.
If you want to take a better guess as to based on how the plane is moving and how far it's going, that's going to require another check.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, that goes to all players. All right, and you got a maneuver.
Am I reasonably well hidden at this point, or?
You probably could try and attempt to hide behind the bridge a little bit.
Yeah, I think I will, just so I
Okay.
don't get spotted and
Yeah.
get shot at by range or whatever.
Yeah, that probably would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spend a maneuver to hide under that. Let's give you a what looks like a sneaky breaky that's blind, but here, we'll give you that. I'll be
Okay.
a note that you're hidden. All right, Necroweaver is also doing the same. He is pilfering for supplies and he's bringing it back over. It looks like he's got another few set of gems going. All right, we got our last member, our Paladin. He's going to attempt to get across or sneakily next to Ilyana. Getting
No, I dropped the fucking force field. He fell.
Poor guy.
No, he's fine.
Buff chicken is all mine.
Just kidding.
Can you imagine the amount of meat on that chicken?
Look at his thighs.
Yeah.
Do you even balk?
Do you even balk? Yeah, let's see. Oh, I know the Paladin's gonna do. Let me just double check language on.
Get the Paladin's head out of my back. Give him a real token. What is this? Come on, man. Do you even play tabletop games? What is going on?
Apparently not. But yes, noted for next time.
Joking.
So he is actually going to attempt to perform a little bit of first aid on you. It looks like you notice that you got some strain on your on you. He's gonna
I
attempt to
did?
roll it. Yeah, you got 4 out of 15.
Oh, from last time. All right.
Yeah, from last time.
All the strain of arguing with the arguing with the shopkeep.
Yeah, I forgot. Yes, I'm very strained, but I was able to summon this green thing without taking any strain. Amazing.
Please give me a massage.
Okay,
Very tense.
are you touching me right now? What is your problem? We're in combat! I thought you were a paladin. Incorrigible.
Incorrigible. Where is it? So if he's used that, target also heals number strain. Okay, so he's going to use heal harm on you.
Oh, Jesus. Ah.
He is using a sock.
A sock?
The suck.
The suck.
Oh.
Well, it's more the opposite on this one. So he's going to...
The blow?
So it's 4. How smart is this guy?
Not
Wow,
I'm
this guy-
okay.
Catherine.
Excuse
Wow.
me.
He's only average intellect. So yes, you will heal 4 wounds and 4 strains based on the upgrades he's purchased.
Okay.
So I think you're good on the wounds, but yes, he just puts his hand close, but not quite on top of your arm, and you feel much more relaxed in this environment.
Thank you. That helps.
Yes, there's another set of banditos that are also helping move in supplies. That's a 3rd shipment of supplies they've moved through now. There is a captain that it's also moving in a set of supplies. So it's 4 shipment of supplies. And then we got the bandito captain down here. Who is also going to make a very similar check to... Jeez Louise. Hopefully he'll do a little bit better this time. To figure out if Graka is actually a chicken. So that'll be 3 green for this perception, 1 red, 2 purple, 2 blues, and a black. Would you like to spend a destiny point to upgrade that or not?
No.
Jesus.
All
Bring it.
right, I will
I'm a chicken.
bring it.
Well,
Hey, wait a second. I got a feeling this ain't a chicken.
Okay.
Out of
Alright.
context.
I mean, this chicken's kind of
hey,
weird.
wait
Hey,
a second.
can you go away, man? I mean, look at you. Go away before I throw something at you. Hey, guys, why don't you try throwing like a rock at him or something? Great, it's
You gotta-
PC turn.
You gotta go from going like bark bark to really deep voice. Fuck off.
Buck, buck. Buck, buck, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You throw the rock,
Hey.
you get the buck.
Oh my god.
So yeah, they're probably gonna start throwing rocks and stuff at you now, but there's at least 2 PC slots before any of that action goes on.
Buck, buck. Buck, buck. Are you chicken?
Damn.
Buck, buck.
How much damage does your... You know, I bet if you hit it really hard, you might be able to knock down this thing.
Anyone else want to go before I knock down the tower?
I mean, if I can, like, I mean, I like the powers that I have now, like the green powers of the Dathomirian witches. Can I, like, fly at these group of people? Like, fucking, like, like Adam
Maybe
Warlock? Can I fly? Can I go up in the air and, like, green flames around me?
I'd recommend not going after the ones I'm going to break the tower of.
Well, then what about the other one? Because that
Perfect.
sounds awesome, right?
Do it.
Do it. Yeah, if you want to spend a force point to do basically enhanced leap.
Let's
Fly
go!
up in it there.
Oh my god.
So yeah, do you want to flip a destiny point and basically leap up right next to this captain?
Yes.
All right, yeah. Let's say you have the maneuver upgrade on that. Why don't you roll me a force die? Let's see.
Just one, huh?
Well, I mean, you got 2 force dice. Roll your force rating. Just want to see if you have to spend a pip or not, or just how much strain.
Dark user.
I like it. I
All
like
right,
it. It's
just
dark.
spend a pip. So you gotta spend 2 strain.
Thanks to my paladin buddy, I can use the dark side all day long.
So yes, flip me that destiny point. Yeah, you can leap right up there. You still got an action left.
Kill.
All right, I gotta
I
change the
would,
music.
Like, apparate my
Buck.
ichor blade and slash.
All right,
Buck, motherfucker.
that's a little bit louder than I expected.
Sorry. Oh,
That's okay.
Not me. You changed
Yeah,
the music? Oh,
I did. Something a little more action packed.
I've been playing my own music.
Sounds good. So yeah, your Iker Blade thing I think is a summon item is a maneuver.
I thought it was incidental.
Let's treat it as incidental for now as part of the whole action. I mean, you spend a destiny point.
That's
So yeah, you summon your Iker Blade. You notice your Iker Blade is unusually cold to the touch. Nothing hazardous, but it's pretty darn cold. So maybe something to look for after the action's over.
like my countenance.
Like your countenance, yes. So yeah, the Bandito captain is very surprised as he sees a person he doesn't recognize show up, and there is a red. I think your blade is red color. I think we established, right? I forgot what color we established your blade as.
Green.
Green. Yes, your green colored blade comes up. He is blindsided by what's about to happen to him.
Yes, he is.
So yes, if you're going to make a combat check, it is 1 purple, 1 red, 2 black. That is how much damage? 12? And then you got Dark Pip. Yeah, enough to do the burn thing. Yeah, so you strike him. He's still standing, but how do you severely injure him? He is starting to get on the ropes.
I slash at his sword arm.
Yeah, slashing out his sword arm, and whew, that's a hot burn on his arm. Freaking out that, there's a sword that can cleave through what he thought was good armor, and all right, you got a maneuver. You want to do another maneuver? Otherwise, we can go to another PC slot.
I think I'm good.
Sounds good. We got another PC slot going then. So,
Broke a
Rocket
smash.
Chicken, you saw this Bandito captain almost take a lethal blow from a flaming hot sword. These Banditos are also stunned. What are you gonna do?
Take out the tower. You just see him kind of like
right.
strut forward, and he's kind of looks like he just kind of pecking at different rocks, and he finds the one that feels the weakest, and he just like
Yep.
takes 2 steps back, and he's gonna charge into it.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a 0 difficulty brawl check.
Sweet.
Let's see if you do enough damage.
Oh shoot! I should have rolled my weapon. Dang it. The weapon's damage, base damage is 7, so that is 11 damage with 2 advantage.
Yeah. That is going to be enough. Let's see. They don't have coordination either.
It doesn't have Cortarsis quality.
Yeah.
That's holdover.
Let's fix that while you're got a chance. I am totally blanking on. Here we go. Oh. Okay, I mean they got that, which is better, but I think I think you've surprised them enough that they're going to be forced to use coordination. And they get a setback die to this too.
Can I say that my extra 2 advantage gives them a second setback?
Yes.
Dang
Damn
it!
it.
That's okay, because at the very least, you're gonna knock down. Let's see, because they got 1 success, 1 threat, so they've recovered a little bit, but you knocked down at least 3. Now the question up to you, Graka, is it lethal or non-lethal? Fair
I'm
ball.
a chicken. What do you think?
Lethal.
I'm a chicken. Chickens don't know mercy.
Yeah, 3 of them fell over, and more or less, if they ain't dead, they definitely need some medical attention.
If flaying dead people alive, well, not alive, but flaying dead people open wasn't a, indication, Groka has a very different view on life and death.
Apparently! Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they're definitely dead. If they aren't dead, they're gonna wish they were dead. Okay.
And as it collapses, I will use my maneuver to just jump up and, stand over the 2 remaining ones.
Oh yeah, they also need to be knocked down.
Yeah, so,
Sorry. So yes, this one knocked down because I'm using this as the main one. So yeah, as you collapse the tower and they fall off, 3 of them kind of fall into the rubble. Oh, they're in severe pain. The last 2 are kind of looking up and they're seeing a man-sized chicken and they're wondering, is this the end?
The answer, yes.
All right. Next on the list, we're going to have this set of banditos go up. They're going to abandon their mission to move their supplies over.
That's a giant chicken assaults the tower.
And they're going to they're going to spend a maneuver to close the distance.
So they don't seem to be on the turn order, FYI.
Interesting.
I think you rolled them privately.
That might be why, yeah. Okay, that would track. Sorry about that. So yes, they're going to spend 1 maneuver to get within short range of you. They're actually spending a second maneuver to get in engaged range with you. They're trying to, surround you and see if they can stab you next turn. All right, we got a Necroweaver who's looking over at you, and well, he's not paying too much mind to that because he's going to continue moving supplies. We have, so that should be, I think, number 5. And then we got another PC slot going. So Dogna, you can choose to do something, or you can have the Paladin come up and help out.
Solasar can go.
Okay. The Paladin is going to come up, get an engaged range with some of these banditos, and he is going to ask them, halt, surrender! face the consequences of the law. You? Ah, just what we need. One of those stupid Paladin people. As they start turning their attention over to the Paladin, the Paladin's going to attempt to fight his blade and come out swinging. They have 2 melee defense. He's going to do 9 damage, so... He's going to swing out. He's got a few different... He's trying to block the blades of a few different of the small swords. And he basically strikes one in the arm enough to get him to fall down to the ground. Well, ideally less than lethal manner. So he's definitely going to need some medical attention. Keyword is attempt. He got stuck in Necroweaver. He's going to see all the chaos that's happening. And he notices... He's going to spend a destiny point, and he notices there's only one group of people that can be chickens. That's not them. There can only be... There can only be one! As he prepares to take aim and attacks you with Giron's attack. He's going to attempt to also do with an envenoming strike. What is your melee defense?
1.
Or range defense, sorry.
1.
Okay. He needs to roll... So it's short range. He doesn't have to do... He doesn't have to increase the difficulty with his little vial thing over here.
He is attacking at range with people engaged with me, though.
Oh, yeah, so he's going to upgrade it. Oh, yeah, that'd be ugly if it rolls with despair. He has got 3 in survival because he's got those upgrades. And you have 1 range defense, you say, correct?
Correct.
You're also going to see him channel in parts of the dark side as his tattoos he has on his arms, the ones that are like a jade green, start to, brighten and flare up. And you can see his skin looks like it's getting seared and burned as he's conjuring jade green energies. And it looks like as he's going over to strike, it's like a shockwave traveling across the ground.
Brock.
All right. Do you want to spend a destiny point to upgrade that check to add a purple or no?
No. I do not.
Okay. He is going to roll.
Oh no.
Woof.
All right. So his base damage is 3. So that is 1. He's a natural dark side user. 3 is 4. 7 damage.
Okay. That does nothing.
That does nothing. He is going...
7 soak.
Okay. He is going to suffer 4 strain to make it 9 damage.
Okay.
So it suffers through the wounds.
2 wounds now.
2 wounds, yes. I'm going to need you to make a 2 red and a purple. It's going to use a triumph to upgrade that check again. 2 red and a purple resilience check against the poison.
Okay. I think I'm okay.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have the
Grilled
2
chicken.
threat.
His head explodes scanner style. There is no fucking way. There is only
The
one.
chicken
It's
catches the
chicken.
bolt in his mouth and goes, "Oh!" and launches it back, and it just explodes.
Okay, I'm gonna have the 2 threat means Graka takes 2 strain.
Okay.
What do you want the 2 triumphs to be?
Duncan McChicken.
I mean,
There
can
is
I do
only
something
one.
where either I launch it back at him or hit hit the people around me? Like
Yeah.
how anime can I make this?
Very anime with 2 triumphs.
I will say it hits him, and he like you see him like almost like Godzilla style, just and just launches the green bolt back at the guy.
Ooh, yeah, ooh. Yeah, 2 triumphs on that one. He's got a force rating. Let's see, so it's 2. Yeah, he is going to take some severe beating off that one. He is halfway to death on that.
Good.
Oof. Oh.
He's just like stomping his big chicken feet at the people who are laying on the ground next to him, kind of shaking off whatever the little poison like globules that are on his feathers.
Oh, I'm selected the wrong one. No, this guy is even worse for wear. Oof. Yeah, you send it back right to the Necroweaver, and you can see it. Not even just penetrates just his armor. There is a acid burn mark that's jade just going across his chest. Ugh. Brother, if I fall here, you must make sure that their plan against the Citadel succeeds. As he presses, we cannot risk them accessing the network. Must turn it off. As he's going to spend his maneuver to deactivate, to sort of return the moss back into the ground. It is now Dogna's turn.
Oh, great. I have lots to do. Well, you know, against my better judgment, Dagna sees Groka surrounded, and you know, she's not a fighter, but she sees her buddy surrounded, and she's going to just completely instinctually, she's going to move up a range band, just spend a maneuver to move up a range band.
Okay.
She's just going to stay behind this wall. You know,
Okay.
She's not that stupid. She's not going to rush headfirst in combat or anything, but she is going she is going to move up to that range band. She's going to stay behind that wall, and then she's going to use her second maneuver to just take her completely useless whip out, just in case. And I think that's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I'm willing to do at this point.
I mean, you're in short range if you want to use the whip attack.
Yeah, no, I'm good right now.
Okay.
I'll wait until it becomes necessary.
You got it. Super. So we got a set of banditos. So the ones that fell down, they're going to attempt to stand back up. And a maneuver for that. Got their swords out already. They're going to strike the chicken with their sword. No, that guy definitely doesn't have 5. Yeah, okay, that's more like it. You have 1 melee defense, right?
Correct.
I don't think these guys are gonna... really gonna want to strike it, but I'm not sure these guys are gonna be able to hack it.
Well, they hacked. It didn't do anything.
So what does it look like when the sword strikes you, but it doesn't penetrate? Is it more like stone? Is it more like beefy muscles? Like, what's going on here?
This is a buff chicken. And
This is a buff chicken.
yeah, the feathers, as much as they look like feathers, they do have a very... This is not a chicken that can fly. It's more almost like an ostrich in that regard. The feathers are very heavy and almost leathery in that regard. So it strikes it, and it's just like hitting like almost like leather, like layers of leather armor. Almost like you had like a lamellar style armor, but it's just leather feathers. And just strikes, and chicken just turns his head. Bagok.
Jesus.
They see the strike, they're like... And they are going to get a boost die to a completely different check if it ever pops up on their mental state. All right, we got a Bandito captain going. And they are... He sees all this going out here, and he's going to... Good grief, just double checking the rule of this thing. Okay, got it. He is going to pull out a maneuver to pull out his pistol, like a flintlock pistol, and he is going to... He sees his friends, or his buddies, get beaten up and basically intimidated by this indomitable chicken. What is your range defense? One?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1-1.
Okay. Okay. For some reason, it's not letting me roll the... Okay. I'm just going to send it to chat. I will roll the range light check. I think it's a base damage of 4.
Okay.
Yep, there's a bunch of allies in there, so you might shoot his friend on this one. Shot goes wild. And it hits against some part of the rampart, but doesn't really go anywhere. You notice that part of the stone's starting to melt a little bit. Nothing significant, but you probably don't want to get shot by it. The other Bandito captain has his sword already pulled out. He is going to strike against his assailant. Ilyana, what is your melee defense?
A 3.
Oh, wow. Let's see.
Not
Do you want to
that
spend...
it will help, but a 3.
He's going to spend a maneuver to aim to see if he can, against your fighting style, find a way to...
He can certainly try.
Well, he can certainly try, yeah. The 2 yellow and a green. I'm not optimistic about his odds.
Hey, the blacks did something. Wow.
Nice work.
So do you do more dodging, or do you do more like blade parrying?
Oh, it's a blade parry, and I get really close, and I'm looking at him, my eyes flare green, and your death is imminent.
All right. We got a PC slot going.
Kill him. Kill him. Kill him, Ilyana.
What was his melee defense again? 1?
2. He's got adversary 1, so upgrade that. So it should be purple, red, 2 black.
Double music.
I don't think he's living. Yeah. How do you do this?
Just a simple parry and then a stab through the chest.
Ooh.
Rest in peace.
Ripperino. The Paladin looks over and is, You have a maneuver.
Kind of want to hold my maneuver.
Just doesn't do too well with the idea of holding a
Is
maneuver.
there any, like, cover? Like, am I...
Yeah, you can find
was
cover around
this-
here.
This be cover against these guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I will, like, go here and, like,
Yep.
hide? Can I,
Yep.
can I, like, ambush a guy if he jumps over here?
You would get a boost die from being from
Yeah.
hidden
yeah,
area, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Let's put...
Or I can roll a stealth check or something. I don't know.
I think it'll just be a flat boost. It'll just be more
Okay.
simple.
Okay.
See, I don't know what's the best. I don't know, put a symbol on yourself that you're kind of hidden.
Okay.
I think the eye will be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Got another PC slot going. Would the chicken like to continue his death spree?
The chicken would like to jump on the guy who shot him with magic and tear him to shreds.
Yeah, spend a maneuver is this guy up here.
Oh, yeah. Chicken just full-on leg jump, just... yeah, he's gonna maul this guy with his landing.
All right, yeah. That is 2 red and a purple for the difficulty.
2 red and a purple. Okay. Well, let's upgrade it.
All right, yeah, spend a destiny point. Let's upgrade it.
Wow.
Not great,
That is
but
8 damage. Ooh. Yeah, this guy is close to death. You got 2 advantage.
can I knock him down with 2 advantage?
Yeah, you have knockdown, right? Yeah, you can knock him down.
Knock him to the ground. Basically, Groka Chicken leaps over, and again, not flying, just full-on leg power, leaps over, lands on him, and just a peck right into his chest where the magic bolt hit, and flattens him to the ground and just stands over him.
Yep.
Just like slamming his beak in the ground next to him as he's kind of moving and dodging.
This is scary. I'm scared. Chicken is like scary.
That's my turn.
Sounds good. We got a Bandito's turn. The Bandito is going to attempt to attack the Paladin very well. I'm not sure he'll be very successful, especially with Adversary 2, yeah. This guy... I don't think it's going to go well for him. Three. Good grief. Yeah, they're going to attempt to aim, but they also get an extra setback die from just being under the spell of that magic.
Ah, look at all the setback die. That did absolutely nothing.
Well, it's blocked by the plate armor, so it did something. Much like the chicken, these blades, they strike against the Paladin, but they're not able to really connect for a damaging strike.
Tink.
Tink, tink. All right, so we got one of the Necro Weavers, who is going to, at his command of his brother's behest, he is going to transform into a beast.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Buff chicken
Okay.
battle.
Oh, man.
Well,
Okay, so he's got 3 dark side points to play. So he got, okay, he can spend 1 there. He's going to spend 1 there. And he is going to spend 1 there. Actually, yeah, okay. You see it transform not into a giant chicken, but you see it transform into a small little raven. A purple, bluish raven. And he's going to use his maneuver to fly across and away from the battle.
no.
Mm.
No.
No! A little purple and blue raven.
Nevermore.
All right, we got a PC slot going.
Kalis would have killed it. Plasma bow. He would have shot it right out of the sky.
We are very limited on our ranged options. That is very true.
Yes, we are.
I think the Paladin has a longbow, and I think that's it. But yes, we got a PC slot. We can either, either Ilyana, you can go, or
Paladin, kill the
Ilyana,
bird. Kill it.
the Paladin. Do you not?
It's
Right,
Paladin,
so
it's Paladin and Dagna left.
Oh, got it.
Ilyana and Draka gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Paladin can go first.
Okay.
Translation: kill the fucking bird.
He said to kill the bird.
Okay. He is going to drop his blade in the ground. He's going to spend maneuver to get his bow out, and he is going to attempt to aim at the bird. He's got a longbow. That's going to be up against 2. It's at long range. All right. Yeah, this is going to be... I'm going to spend a dark side point. Make that basically a 3 red check. Do you want the Paladin to spend a destiny point to upgrade his shot against the bird?
Well, you decided to spend the point on the dark side, and it's your NPC.
What's the current check? You said 3 red?
It's 3 red against 2 yellow and a green.
He gets his levels of adversary in his beast forms. Cheater.
Yes.
I mean, it'd be 3 yellows against 3 reds. I don't know if that's going to be much of a difference. No, just shoot him.
All right. The shot goes wide.
A full wash.
It's just too far away.
Oh, man. Alas.
Alas. The other Necroweaver is going to attempt to do the same while he's being pinned down on the ground. The key word is attempt. So, he's on the ground. He's going to do a transform move. He needs at least 2 pips to do something.
Lots of light pips.
Oh wow, yeah, he is gonna. He's got to spend at least 2 of those, so that is 18. Man, he's barely gonna be able to turn into a bird and do the similar action of flying away, same direction. However, his necklace is dropped on the ground.
Could I spend a destiny point to attempt to grapple him or something?
Because you want to basically bring him back down to the ground, right?
I don't want him to fly away. Yeah, I'm kind of standing over top of him. Like the idea of like a reaction strike or something. Yeah. Because he has to use a maneuver to stand up. He would have to use a maneuver to transform and a maneuver to fly away. So there's already 2 strain there from all of that.
He's attempting to do it from the ground. Yeah, why don't you spend me a destiny point, and you will give me a 2 red and a black brawl check.
2
More or less, you're gonna strike at him, and I'm curious if he's gonna basically keel over and fall off the cliff.
2 red and a black.
Yeah, because he's doing that shifter necklace to.
My goodness.
Hey.
My goodness, all my triumphs.
Wow.
Everything's coming up chicken tonight.
Yeah, this guy's gonna fall off a cliff. That is definitely. I mean, how many feet do you think that is?
Wait, I thought he was
Dead.
keeping him from. I'm confused. I thought that he was grappling him.
Initially, so my logic on this was doing the shifting thing. He's basically pinned on the ground, but he's going to do a quick maneuver to shift.
Yeah. So as he's flying away, you just see this huge raking, like, talon strike from the huge chicken.
Yeah, he is going to fall on over and oof. What kind of critical am I going to roll on him?
I mean, I would expect that's at least 30, 40 feet. Those look pretty high. Like, that looks pretty high.
Yeah, okay, so let's call that medium. That's, ooh. Yeah, he is...
Splat.
Yeah, because as long as it's plus 50, so let's call it... Do you have any critical modifiers or no?
Nope.
You got a triumph.
I mean, yeah, crit him.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a double nasty on that one. He's gonna roll a plus 50 2 different times, and we'll see what happens. He is both temporary lame, and knock senseless. Yeah, he is.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he is. Torqued his legs and not even conscious at this point. With that,
He's not
noted.
just instantly dead from a 40-foot fall.
I mean, if you want him to be dead, he could totally be dead. But no, not instantly.
Okay.
He's narratively important enough to not warrant instant death. If he does not get medical attention in the next, let's call it 20 minutes, he will die.
Great.
All right, the banditos need to make some discipline checks, as they are no longer affected by the spell. So that one's going to do it with a boost die. They succeed. That is good. Going to take basically an extra wound as they realize the magic goes over them, and then that they're not as compelled to fight, but they're freaking out. They got this poor guy who's got to do the same thing. Just discipline. Okay, where is their absolute terror? That guy's dead. This guy also has to do the same thing. He is also terrified. Donna, I believe it's your turn.
The ones that failed just now, are they still aggressive or?
They look like they're ready to turn tail and run. That is what you observe. Definitely, at least from this group. They're looking to find a way to run away.
Okay, and the ones that succeeded are just like they don't
Just freaking out.
So they don't look like. Oh, okay. Let me ask this then.
Yeah.
Do I have sense enough to be able to figure out if they would keep attacking us if we stopped attacking them?
They look like they're about to break. For lack of a better word, the two that are fleeing basically broke morale and they're ready to run. The third group that succeeded, they are nervous. You think you could reasonably talk them down.
Okay.
So, yes, is the answer to your question.
Okay. Oh, good, because my coercion is great. Or I get.
I don't know, maybe you're using facts and logic.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I guess the big question before I start doing anything is, have I noticed that
Yes.
whatever magical... Okay, great.
Yeah, everyone has
So-
noticed that their magical weaving is no longer present, and especially the groups that are afraid are very skitterish
Okay.
in their action.
So I guess that Dagna is just going to peek around this corner and she's just going to say, hey, why don't we all just talk about this? Whatever magical nonsense was happening seems to have gone away. Let's all chill out and just have a chat.
What is... Give me 1 second. I just want to see...
Yeah.
There is a similar ability. I just kind of want to see what their logic is on that. Yeah, why don't you give me a 2 purple charm check and give yourself 3 boost die to it.
Ooh, 3 boost die. Okay, gladly.
Yeah.
2 purple, you said?
2 purple, 3 boost. Yes, charm check.
Cool.
Look at all them boost.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
You know, you hear the one guy in the back. That that's a good idea. It's a good idea. Maybe we can come to some sort of negotiated agreement over here.
As he walks in
Yeah,
near Grok Chicken just like
Yeah.
bagocks at him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we could go the hostage we have, and you'll let us go, right? Looking over to Dogna. Yeah. I mean, we have
What?
you outnumbered. The paladin picks up his sword from the ground as he continues. So Dogna,
Mm-hmm.
they're lowering their weapons. They're starting to stow them. They're kind of all congregating into an area. It looks like the captain is the one that's going to be leading the negotiation, on air quotes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man. I guess I could say thanks, but oh no. He doesn't look very good. Hey. Perhaps you let's go safe passage out, and all is fair in love and war.
Can
Got a
you
cheeky
maybe
smile.
tell us? Can you maybe tell us a bit about what happened here first, at least?
Yeah. What is your vigilance?
My vigilance. That 2 green. Not great.
Okay. He's gonna attempt to deceive and charm with that. Don't worry, Ilyana, you'll get your moment. Just want to see who picks up the BS first.
Oh wow, you failed. Okay.
Well, you see, hold on before I forget. Before I forget that, because I thought I typed it in. You see, it's these people, these bad people. The one that was he's gesturing over to this guy. The one that were fine. They just, came to us, struck us. They used their weird little mind thing, and so, we were thralls to their servanthood, and you freed us to it. It's just, the heat of battle, these things kind of happen. You don't, Dogna.
I don't believe him, right?
Yeah, you don't believe him.
Okay. Okay, great. Now, how about you tell me the truth?
Are you gonna arrest us, or I mean, what's gonna happen to us?
Arrest. That was totally in character.
You see, though, they're starting to think about putting their hand over their swords together. They haven't gotten there yet.
Please, God, let me make a coercion check. Oh my God.
Can the giant chicken looming behind them that has murdered at least half of their crew?
Combined coercion checks, friend. We are so fucking scary right now.
Yes, you can. What's your goal of the coercion check?
Scare the shit out of these people.
Yeah.
It's very simple. There's a giant fucking chicken that just killed 3 people. Fucking 5 people.
There is blood on his talons. There is viscera on his beak. I mean...
All right, so Ilyana, you're gonna give me a coercion check. The difficulty is base 2 purple. You're going to upgrade it twice because of the chicken and your other allies kind of surrounding them. You're going to give yourself 2 setback die just because it's a little bit harder to coerce a larger number of people as opposed to 1 person. And I think that should be it. Yeah, 2 positive upgrades and 2 setback die on a 2 purple check. So yeah, they are terrified. Please don't kill us. Okay. Uh, could you? Okay. Well, things have been really crazy since the comments came. I mean, there's more zombies that are around, and there's this, as my friend Barry over here said, looks like the zombies took over some kind of metal monstrosity, and they're just burning farms left and right. We just wanted to be safe from them. And so these people, I've never seen in my life, but I guess you can call them, because they were kind of orcish, like in those stories. The orcs, they promised they would be able to protect us. And they tried to bless us, and I guess they kind of messed with our minds a little bit. And we stole some gems, we stole some people, and I mean, I don't know what they're doing out there, but they seem really interested in these gems.
Get every gem or piece of gold or weapon that you guys have right now and put it in a pile before the giant chicken. Before I kill you.
All right. Our stuff's over there. I mean, can we go over there? I mean, the chicken's really...
Get your shit and put it at the chicken's feet.
Oh my.
The Paladin looks really stressed out after all this. He is very happy he's wearing a mask.
He should. The threats probably ought to be used to have him very much not like me anymore. It's been a while coming, Shred. It's taken him a while to realize that I'm not probably the kind of girl that he should be going out with.
Yeah, apparently. You're not the girl next door.
Decidedly not.
Unless the girl next door is Sid from Toy Story.
Right.
Okay. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that is, and he has got. Okay, so we got 7 swords, 6 parrying daggers, 6 hand axes, 1 KD30 dissuader. I can learn how to spell.
Dissuader.
Yeah.
Dagna, I got you a ranged weapon.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it. I don't know how much good it's gonna do.
Yeah.
They're going to collect all the different gold pieces they have lying around. It's basically equivalent to 1,200 gold pieces worth of coinage.
Wow.
And there's also, yes, perhaps to your disappointment, there is 1 amber-colored rune shaped in a particular. This is so recursive enough. With ancient architect inscriptions on it. It's about the size of a hand.
Okay.
In terms of weaponry, yeah. Oh, and there's also 1 heavy crossbow, 1 shield, and there is 1. I think there's a bigger
shield.
Yeah. Just need to double check what the name of it is.
The ultimate duelist, Liana.
Ah.
And 1 great axe.
Give the chicken a great axe. Bugok!
Like, you would be the chicken with a great axe in your beak and fight the wolf with the knife in his mouth.
Yeah, you got a knifed little dog? Look at me. I'm a chicken with a great axe.
You know, the final battle.
Good. You have all earned your lives. Now thank your whatever deity you pray to that our paladin here will not let me kill you out of spite. And
Pray to your
yes.
chicken god that he would not murder you.
Solasar, what do you want to do with these folks? Should we let them go, or should we actually try to escort them to some sort of judge or prison or something?
Well, I think the best thing we could do, given their size, we can let the smaller fry go, but we have to get the captain to a prison.
Okay.
Okay. Looks over to his people. Kind of just nods his head. You guys can go. I'll suffer for all of us.
Is that how justice works?
Does that weak?
There is no law.
Goodbye, bandits who tried to murder us. You're okay to go bandit some more. We'll just punish your captain. That'll teach you.
The only thing they will learn from this is to not have a leader. What have we done?
We may have also
Well,
given them an undying fear of chickens, so they likely won't go to the town.
When they cross the bridge, can I drop the green thing as the last one?
I was about to
over it?
So is the last one going to have to make a check, or is it going to fall after they pass?
That's up to you. I'm trying to drop it when he's standing on it.
That sounds like a check to me.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this guy.
Rip.
Yeah, that guy has fallen into the water. He is going to take him where the stream goes.
Wilhelm's
I would like to pretend like I'm shocked that it happened.
And the bandits just start running away.
I would like to pretend for the sake of the paladin that I'm shocked that happened.
He is equally surprised. We'll get you. We'll get you.
I didn't know when that would go away. Oh, that's too bad.
The paladin is going to pull out some binders, and he's going to bind the captain. You know, it's probably would have been better, you know, Mr. Paladin, sir, that, you know, if they came with us, because I think you've just consigned them to their deaths. I mean, what if there's other native wildlife out there? They'll manage.
What if there's more chickens?
Well, we've done enough to get all of you for justice, and really to make some reform. They were only followers. You were the one who led them here. Hey, where are you gonna take me? There is a good prison over at the Sunray Citadel. It is a bit too far to go back to the Adamite Tower. But you got people who might be a little more friendly with you in the Citadel. Yeah, you're rummaging through the pile of loot over there.
Chicken is taking the dead bodies over to the cliff and throwing them down to where the Andante fell. Not going to leave him in the castle. He's going to throw him down there and eventually make his way down there and do what he must do.
Yeah, they're all dead. Especially the Andante. He's definitely dead.
Chicken will then pick up the talisman thing that fell off the one guy.
Yep. So let me put that in your inventory. You have a shifter's necklace.
For
I'll
now,
probably.
for now, just kind of like clucks over to Dagna and drops it in her hand, just like he did the chance cube from the store.
Oh, okay.
And then you see him kind of just hop down to areas, and he's now down here doing his ritual flaying of the dead bodies. It's a lot easier as a giant chicken.
Yeah, when you got talons and claws up here.
And a giant,
GM.
splitting beak.
Yeah. Yes,
Would the
Ileana?
shield be a shield gauntlet?
No. It would be more like a. Well, it's more like a roundel shield, like you see up here.
So can Dagna check out the rune?
Yes, get one moment.
Mm.
Long story short, Ileana, it will be a much lighter shield. It'll be like a one, I think a one defense at the moment. The shields I realize in the current inventory aren't really suitable for something so small. Yeah. Here, I'll put in the Discord chat. Be looking at a defense 1, deflection 1, knockdown shield. Nothing has advanced as shield gauntlet yet. Going down into the description, Dogna. Yes. You see on the back of it, one of the inscription reads Metal Weaver. It reads it. I mean, the least we could do is, find the, the two people we took. I mean, that'll give me an easier sentence, right? Right? You look into the camp and you see two familiar faces of Bob and Karen. How much bad luck do you have to get kidnapped twice in a week?
You guys should really stick to farming.
Yeah. I mean, we did, but...
Oh, you got kidnapped off the farm?
Yeah, I mean, they came in really fast. I mean, they came off
well,
these...
here. Come with me. You guys should have some of these swords or weapons or something. There's a big pile over here. Take things that you can feel like you can use.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I've never
there's
seen
a
so many
great axe here, but I think the chicken wants it.
What the hell kind of chicken wants a... You know what? This comment things don't make any sense.
If they have looked
Also,
down,
do you...
if they have looked down in the ravine, they would know what kind of chicken this is.
Don't
They have
don't
not.
look over there. Don't do it. I'm just telling you. Also, do you guys need, like, money? There's a bunch of money here. Hello?
Yes. They each take a sword. Money, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be bad for a troubles. Can I take... Oh, wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, I figure, like, they probably took this from, what? Like, a store or they robbed or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't... Like, the sun goddess, and she looks good on us. She looks good on us. I ain't gonna look a gift chicken in the mouth.
Right.
I mean, how much can I take?
I don't know.
It's 200 would be good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's good. Can I take the shield too while I'm at it?
Yeah, sure. I guess so. Dagna, do you want the shield?
Can I carry a shield? I mean, I guess I could.
Yeah, it's a one encumbrance item. I'll give you the
That
stats
will.
later.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. That will put me exactly at my threshold, but sure.
I
Okay.
think if you equip it, it would go not again.
No, it's not like armor. It's a
Oh,
air
okay.
quote weapon.
But I mean, if you don't have defensive or deflection, that gives you like the
Yeah,
melee and the ranged defense.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
have
gives you
no
one melee, one
defense,
range.
so. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
that
take it
would
then.
be
Yeah.
good. You should take that. Yeah. Sorry, Bob and Karen, but my friend needs the shield.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, that makes sense. You guys get in a little more danger than we do.
Well, it seems like you get in a lot of danger. I'm going to be honest here, but I don't know if you guys are going to go looking for it.
Well, I mean, we didn't have a sword at the farm before, but I think, well, in looking at this thing, he kind of just, puts his hand across the blade,
But
rubbing on it.
careful.
Well, if I put this on a stick, it could be like a really big sword. You know what I mean?
Okay, Absinthoth.
Who
That's
the hell
called
is
a spear.
Absinthoth?
Let's stop making glaives. take an extra paring knife for your kids. You guys have kids, right?
Just the one.
Okay.
I guess you could use 2 paring knives. Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, you can put it in the kitchen, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think in between this stuff, I think we should be fine getting back to West Lake Town.
Good.
Say, how did you guys know to come and find us? I mean,
I
we were
have no
taken.
fucking clue how we got here. The rails just take us wherever we need to go. And then there's a giant chicken and we kill people and you two are captives. It's just the way it happens. Don't. Also, sometimes Dagna has to solve puzzles and then we get in. But I don't know, man.
Okay. Well, thank the sun goddess. That's for sure. Thank
Good
the
luck.
sun goddess.
But
All right. So, exactly over to Graka Chicken.
Mhm.
So, you're gonna be flaying the bodies. Did you do anything special?
Oh my god, what is happening over there? Jesus Christ.
Do you do anything special with the
What
captain
fuck?
compared to the regular people, or do you do anything special with the Andante compared to the people?
Everyone gets the exact same treatment.
Okay.
And they're all, you see them basically lined up, like head against the stone of the cliff, feet pointing away, basically. All 6 of them just in a line, no preference or anything. They're just each one in a row, flayed the exact same way.
Dagna, what? What does Groka do that?
What does he do? Oh my god, what does he do? She's never seen this before.
It's
What's going on? Oh my.
kind of unsettling.
Yeah, I must be an Ajuki thing. I don't know. Well, I'll ask him about it later.
I've seen this too many times now. I have to ask him.
This is the first time you've seen it.
Oh, I thought we saw it at the house that
That's
had
one
its-
time too
its-
many.
If you
The one
guys,
Saw
time.
the aftermath.
I think Kalis saw it. I don't know if anyone else came over and saw it.
Okay, well,
And I
it's the
think
first time and it's the last time she wants to see this. Groka, what are you doing?
You are
Right.
hearing chicken noises.
Right, okay, so Groka, I can't understand you when you're a chicken. Also, this is a little morbid, This is kind of wild. Is this normal? Do I need to worry for myself? What is going on right now?
I'll say at this point he's finished flaying them. The last one is opened up, and he steps back. He's put leaves over each eye of all the different people, and he steps back, and you see him kind of shift and crunch, and Buff Chicken reduces back down to Groka.
So it's like a ritual. Like it looks like you set things on their eyes, and like, is this some sort of ritual, Roka?
Yes. This is Ijuki. Ritual death. Tiki. All return to Ijuki. To ground. When all die, this helps. They return to ground. Faster. Become part of ground. Part of cycle.
Okay, so you're like a recycling.
What is this word?
I don't know. I'm just
They.
kind of horrified, but that's okay.
This is strange to you, Kulaka Eliani.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's. I'm not going to say that our, culture on Dathomir was like a very peaceful and respectful of the dead. I mean, we did a lot of things in the rituals and things that were kind of maybe like people would consider barbaric, but this is pretty intense.
You are new to this land, yes?
Yes, yes. But is this common here? People do this to dead bodies here, or just you and your culture?
All Ijuki do this.
Oh.
The Ondanti, they use Lekachiara. Dead stand Taktatike. We saw at church. Dead walking. This stops. They cannot rise. They can rest and join Earth.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I get it.
This is not, we think, Supe, not evil. We are, you say, respect. When I am no more, I would like you or my Ailu to do the same.
Okay, Groka. I hope I don't have to do that, but if I have to, I will.
My thanks. Would you prefer I do for you?
Wow, I have thought about this before, but I've never had anyone ask me. But we have a ritual. I would prefer that I be burned.
I see.
I don't have the things that you would put on the fire, though. There are specific things that Dathomir you put on the fire with the person. I don't know if we can find them here, but I don't know how much that important that is to have those things. But I do think you should burn me. But this is very far from now. I'm not going to die, and neither are you.
Yes. Thank you for telling me. I will honor your death wish.
Okay, this is making me, yes. Let's go. He just starts walking, yeah.
Follows. And
Clearly uncomfortable, but yeah.
now that he's transformed back, he's not covered in viscera and blood because it was all in the chicken.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
It is now.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's another form. I mean, if you wanted to have him still covered in blood, sure, that's fine too. But
The transitive properties of...
like the wounds...
I'll let you decide.
Well, again, like, if the chicken is all beat up, that doesn't transfer over to Groka's body.
True. True. So yeah. You have Dongna. He's also got a little gem. Looks like it's carved in with the words Metal Weaver in it.
Okay, was it just me or did everybody else hear Metal Beaver?
Oh my god.
Metal Weaver.
I thought it was a bee. I heard bee.
Beaver.
I thought he said Metal Beaver.
What a terrifying idea.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Hey, you got the thing they're throwing a lot of those kind of gem things there. I don't know, let's go look over to Dogna. Yeah, I guess there's some kind of mural over yonder. And I don't know, they're talking about these kind of runes and it's gonna bring about the end. You know, it's gonna make some super powerful thing.
Over yonder, you say, huh?
Yeah, over yonder. Yeah, gestures up there.
Excuse me. I'm gonna take off walking in that direction.
When you go over to that area, you actually see a pretty vast mural that seems to have stood the test of time. And you see 4 distinct scenes in this mural. So you have the first scene. It looks like there are 3. You see the moon, a red star, a yellow star, 3 wizards, and what looks like a planet, green grass. Probably presumed to be weak. You see one of the wizards is being like burned close to the red star, and it's hard to tell whether she is manipulating the red star or whether the red star is manipulating her. But it looks like they're both collapsing. She looks like she's lamenting. You see a second wizard. The first one's a lady being burned by the red star. The second one looks like he's being swallowed by a moon. Also lamenting, but not of physical pain like the first one, but the second one is crying in sadness. There is a third one that looks like it's covering up the earth, trying to protect it from these little rays. You notice that the red star, looks like the artist ever did this, is kind of blends in over to the second scene. It looks like it's transitioned in the second scene. There is an evil sorceress who is doing some kind of ritual to a gem. The gem's in a fixture. Kind of looks like a cauldron. It's being held off the ground. It's not a gem of like one, a clear, like a clear gem can like create a rainbow if you put a light through it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like that. It's more like this gem is made up of multiple smaller gems, each of a different color, like a mosaic of gems. And it looks like in her ritual, she is starting to get dragon-like appearances. She's got wings growing off her back. There's clothes being torn off. Her skin is turning blackened. The wings are kind of purplish, like a purplish edge on them. And it looks like in the artwork, she's even starting to be able to breathe fire. And her nostril maybe starting to get a little bit longer. In the third scene, there's a massive castle in the sky. It looks like a flat wedge adorned with a tower with two battlement like rooks from chess. And it looks like it is turning the ground underneath it from this green pastures to this deathly brown. And in this deathly brown, you see 4 knights on the ground, and they're fighting against a horde of bone white skeletons. And in the last scene of the mural, you see 4 gems over 4 different cities. The first gem you see is a blue gem, and it is over the largest of these cities. Looks like you see people of many different races, of different genders, very detailed, trying to show like a diversity of people. And it looks like one thing that towers above everything else on the city is some sort of stone, oblong stone that comes out of the ground at like a 70-degree vertical angle. Almost vertical, but leaning, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Your second city looks like it's a crater, and it's adorned with a red gem on top. There's a crater, and underneath the crater, it looks like people are doing, smithing, industrial work, and there's these various red rivers flowing underneath. It even looks like that they're channeling some of the red rivers to go into these smiths to make beautiful metal craft work. Your third city, you see, looks like a mountain, and a fortress buried into a mountain. At the bottom, you see various scholars and, books, other literary works being moved on in. And at the top, there's a light that's pointing up straight into the sky, like a lighthouse. And then it has a green crystal on top of it. Your last city has this massive amber-colored crystal. Not the same as your amber color you have in your hand. This one's the one in your hand's a bit duller, but it looks like it probably could have been cleaved off from the same crystal. Yours in your hand just has enough impurities on it with the etchings to not align 1-to-1 with it. And on the last one with the amber crystal, you see just Terrace wrote a wall on the outside of the city. You see people are working the fields on the outside. And you see terraced and raised terrace, different layers to the city. And then there's one massive citadel going up to the sky.
It seems awfully similar to a fever dream we had recently. Am I barking up the right tree here?
There's a similar thought line.
Okay.
Data is just displayed a little differently.
Sure, alright.
Yeah, Chuck, do you know these drawings?
So what does
So-
Dogna think so far?
Well, all right, let me see if I can parse this together. So,
Okay.
so scene 1, I'm assuming, is the architects, right?
Yes, that'd be a reasonable interpretation on these powerful wizards.
Okay, cool. And then scene 2, like dragon lady. I guess that's Needhog.
That'd be a correct interpretation, yes.
Okay, cool. And then the third, castle in the sky burning. That's the Empyrean War.
Yep.
And then the fourth one, I guess, like I know, fever dream, ha ha. But I mean, what? I mean, do we want to be able to draw conclusions to that fever dream, or should we just bypass that completely? Should we just treat this as if this is new information to Dagna? I mean, would that be easier?
Yes, that'd probably
Okay.
be easier.
Okay, that's fine.
How many
But she
breaks do you have in
would-
perception?
In perception, I have got. I don't think it's very.
You have
many.
one rate.
I have one. Yes.
Yes. One thing you're gonna pick up is the color of the crystals on the fourth scene with the 4 different cities. Those crystal colors are the same crystal colors you see in scene number 2 with the dragon lady
In the multicolored gem.
in the multicolored gem. Yes,
Gotcha. Okay.
same exact hue. If they had a hexadecimal code, it would be the same exact hexadecimal code.
Okay, so the conclusion to be drawn there is that these 4 gems originated from this one multicolored gem.
Correct. And that
Okay.
one multicolored gem also seems to be related to this red star. You've never seen a red star? For the record,
Okay.
you've never seen a red star in the sky. You only see a yellow one.
Okay. Does a red star ring any historical bells for me?
Let's get you a knowledge lore check at
Okay.
4 purple and 4 black.
That's 2 black.
Yep. Lots about myths and legends about creation stories.
I failed with a triumph. Wow.
Interesting. So the red star isn't 100% picking up with. You think this is a creative interpretation of a creation story.
Okay.
Now, as a scholarly lady, you know with creation stories that some things may be embellished.
Mhm.
Give me one sec. Thank you. Yeah, some things may be embellished in terms of what actually happened. To use a more real-world example, it's sort of like the biblical flood story. Many mythologies have some world-ending flood,
Mhm.
and while that may be something interpreted to a more massive local flood, the idea that the entire Earth's flood went up and down is less likely. Or gods literally eating people and planets, and the
Right.
world tree of Norse mythology, is it really on a tree, or is
Okay.
it all in a turtle?
Mm.
It's their explanation on what they can't explain.
Okay. All right.
You do have a triumph.
I do. I'm just trying to think of how I want to leverage that. Oh, jeez, I don't know how I want to use that.
I mean, if there's an aspect of the creation story you want an answer to, I can give you an answer, if you had a burning question. Or if you want to know the validity of it, it'll be substantial. You do have a triumph. I don't want to make it weak.
I mean, would it make sense that this creation story might be something she's heard from Groka before? Or at least his...
Well, there is the thing with the moon.
At least his version of the creation story.
Ooh, yeah, I'll use that.
I mean,
Yes.
that would definitely... I mean, again, because when they were traveling earlier together,
Mhm.
there was a lot of him paying attention to the moon, so likely that would be something he would share.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I guess the bit of information, what kind of information do you want to glean from seeing you have 3 people? You have one with basically melting or trying to manipulate the red star. You have one that's basically being imprisoned in the moon, and you have one that's shielding and protecting the planet.
Okay. Well, okay. Given my time traveling with Graka, I think that I might be able to make a fairly reasonable guess as to who the one in the moon is. Would I be correct about that, Treg?
I would think so.
I'd know who that is, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The name escapes me at the moment, but I know that Dagna would know who that is.
Yep.
The one that cries blood or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Then there's the Red Star one, which we've already established that the Red Star doesn't ring any bells. So, so what was the last one? I've already forgotten. The Yellow Star.
So you have the red star that's being manipulated by this lady wizard.
Yeah.
Who is wizardess even a word? I feel like it's not a word.
Wizard is.
What do you call?
Wizard would just be. I don't think
gender
it's
neutral.
Yeah, it's a gender
Got
neutral term.
So you have the lady wizard who is manipulating the red star, and it looks like it's being manipulated from the way the artist is depicting it. It's being manipulated down into that multicolored crystal. And then you have the third wizard, gender ambiguous, that is using his or her body to protect the moon, protect the world from falling debris of some kind. Just shielding it. Like a little child will try to shield a big ball or shield a dog from something.
Okay, well, tell me more about that one then.
Yeah. It's unlike the other two, which have a vibrancy of like a lighter gray color. The one that's turning into the red star is kind of like melding with it, is very much more of a lighter color spectrum. Lighter colors, indicating more of like a force of good. The one being melded into the moon is darker grays, more implying a force of evil. The one that's protecting the world is more all black and has some, well, let's call it, it's depicted with some kind of longer legs. Looks like his or her robe almost comes out like a tail. And whatever it is seems to, unlike being obliterated, for lack of a better word, but use obliterate in air quotes, unlike the lady wizard who's being obliterated by the red star, unlike the male wizard who's being literally absorbed into the moon, the one that is surviving looks younger and looks like it's being less devastated by this whole impact.
Okay. And moving back to scene 4 for just a second. Dagnan knows what all these cities are, right?
You can make a reasonable interpretation on where all the cities are. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's really not many cities that could be confused with any of them.
Sure. Okay. So, again, reasonable conclusion would be that these gems are in each of the respective cities that they're over.
Yeah. There's one thing I'll also give you with the Triumph.
Okay.
You notice it's a little bit hard to see at first. But in each scene, you also see a singular male wizard. And it looks like this male wizard has a long beard, flowing robes, a cape, and sort of a kind of longish hair in the back. It strikes a description pretty similar to what you've heard described as... Why am I blanking on his name? Not Jors, the one that went up to the mountain and exploded. Cyclops.
Ah, okay.
You know,
And that went up the mountain and exploded. That's...
I mean, how else is it described?
I mean, no, that's a pretty apt description. Yeah.
So the Cyclops in the first image is one of them being protected by, just happens to be on the Earth, almost like a cameo. In the second scene, it looks like Cyclos is trying to run in and try to strike with a magical force against the witch, or just about to strike. It basically be cut off about half a second before magical energy comes out. That's why it's not immediately obvious. In the third scene, it looks like Cyclops is hiding at the edge between the green pasture and the dead brown, and is just overlooking this whole battle that's going underneath it. And in the fourth image, in almost like a Where's Waldo, you can find a little Cyclops in each of them. It looks like carrying a tiny version of the gem. Now, of course, if Cyclops first survived planetfall like 4,000 years ago, it'd be kind of impressive if he was there during the creation of the world. And be around when, Savart came into being, or when the Imperium War happened, or even survived that war.
Just so that she has a reference to it later.
Yeah. Author cameo or extreme accuracy. It's just a painting. It's like Jesus being in a bunch of paintings.
Sure.
Or, Jesus wearing a cross in a painting. It's kind of like a little incongruity.
Mm. So she'll take notice of scene 4, because she has noticed that there's a bit of a progression, with each of these scenes, right? So
right.
So it's reasonable to assume that scene 4 is the most recent event
Correct.
in this mural, right?
Yep.
So she'll take notice of that, but I don't think that she would give it much thought just yet, just because they're still trying to figure out what the hell is going on here, so she'll just file that away in the back of her mind to maybe think about later, and just stuff the data pad back at her bag, and she only then notices that Groka is standing next to her. Like,
what do you think? Yeah, Chuck.
I think that someone with a penchant for history and a bit of artistic talent decided to tell a story. Why here, I don't know, but
Andante over here. They are servants of Waila Naira. And he reaches forward and touches the god, the wizard being sucked into the moon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah, I thought that one looked familiar. What do you think they were doing here?
By Nijuki legend, gods Waila Naira had battle with his sister Arujakawi. Touches the one with the red star. Waila Naira fought, was lost in darkness, and Sister Kulaka came to rescue. But while Naira was lost and trying to consume Arujakawi. So she fled to Sky and used Sun to blind Wailanaira and trap him in Moon Chiinsunkyo. But she then became part of Sun, so she could watch Brother Waki for all time. I do not know these other drawings.
Well, this one seems to be our friend the dragon.
Yes, Supeyakunaka.
Mm-hmm. And then this one is the Empyrean War, and they fought the Star Army. And then this one just seems to be 4 cities. I'm not sure why this one would be here. I don't know what the significance is.
Konkale Lekta, city of Honkajakinaka.
Yes.
Are you not from Konkaleta?
Yes. I just don't know why it would be depicted here. It's strange.
Coming out of the tent in the corner. Meow.
Oh no.
Not the banana cat.
Not the banana cat. But a black cat with a paintbrush in her tail.
Luna, how did you get here?
Meow.
This cat
Meow.
follows us around everywhere. It's kind of crazy.
Meow. Kind of points over. Goes over to the 4th scene. Meow.
You see Groka.
Tempting to climb, but realize she's not tall enough to climb the different.
You see Groka go over and kneel down next to Luna, get very close, like face to face with the cat, and think at it. Can you talk in my mind too? Not out loud,
Meow,
just
meow.
like looking
Yeah,
at
yeah,
it. Very
just in the mind.
close.
It speaks to you in a language you do not fully comprehend. There's bits and snippets that you're... It's like when you're... If I'm speaking Spanish, you're mainly an English speaker, right? You probably can guess a few of the words because they're similar, like computadora for computer.
Hmm.
But there are other words like nevera for like refrigerator that don't really translate as straight. So you see the cat. Yes. Deep, effeminate voice.
Oh, jeez.
No. Not Una. Creator. You. Not language. Stop hearing. Dead people are just hearing. Then looks over towards Dagna. She language.
Yeah, Chuck. Great mind.
The cat. Remind me, are you holding the cat, or is the cat kind of more on your shoulder?
He is kneeling next to the cat, basically. Their faces are about an inch apart. Normally, a cat would freak out and scratch you and then skitter off somewhere.
Right. And this one isn't. The cat's gonna go circle around for a second, and then it's just gonna paw at the wizard that looks like it's protecting the earth.
This is out loud. I do not know this god.
Did a name to that god come to me while I was recalling about that particular or?
The one that's protecting the world?
Yeah.
No, it's unfortunately not recalling.
Okay.
It's usually omitted. I don't want to say the story is boring, but in the world creation, it's more of an afterthought of. And the world didn't blow up, which is a lot less interesting than, the person who's literally being burned into the sun versus the thing that's.
He just single-handedly protected the world from certain doom. I mean, why bother remembering his name?
Right? It's true. Maybe the person wanted to be forgotten.
Fair.
The cat's tail drops the paintbrush and just looks a little sad as she looks up towards the other two wizards. One being melded into the moon, the one being burned by the red star. She walks down again, looks over to the evil sorceress, hisses. Just completely ignores the third one. And then looks over to the different cities. Looks over towards the one with the farmers and the massive citadel. And walks right through it, melding into the stone, disappearing.
Oh.
Where did we go?
So Dagna will very slowly approach the wall.
Mm-hmm. So from your visual perspective, it's like you know how you go from above the water to below the water?
Mm-hmm.
So it's similar idea. She kind of just walks straight through.
Okay.
Shivers a little waves going through as she's walks through the wall.
She'll very carefully reach out her hand to touch the wall where the cat walked through.
It's a little warmer than the other parts of the wall, but it is solid.
It is solid. Okay. Well, that was weird. You two saw that, right?
Yes. You was here, and then was not. Kulaka Ilyana. A question. Is this how you came to our land?
Yes, I think so, but it definitely was not just some ordinary mural on a wall. I mean, this was like a shrine, and there was lots of things happening around that pool, and there was lots of magic.
Hmm.
This just seems like the cat just is like crazy and walked into the wall.
Well,
I have doubts about that cat as actually a cat.
it did speak in my mind. But
Definitely not a cat.
by not words I know. Few words we know. Yachak you call language.
It spoke a different language.
I did not understand. I think same as you, Ulaka Eliana. Not normal cat,
Hmm.
but is gone now.
The paladin walks over. You guys have. Whoa.
Nwaki Solazar.
Who made. Just points to the general direction of the mural. That.
I have no idea. It was just here.
Do you know of stone that can walk through? One moment here, one moment gone.
Legends tell of very powerful magic users could do it. I've not heard of someone making such a stone.
So not cat, then.
Why would a cat be able to do that?
I don't know, but a cat just did.
You don't think that was another Andante? I mean, they could.
It
Heard they could move things through the trees.
it did not speak like Andante. It did not speak like Ijuki. It did not speak like Konkajaki.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just. Whoever made this really had a fine eye for the arts. I mean, look at the quality of it. I mean, I don't even want to touch it. Just. It's incredible styling. I mean, this looks like something straight out of the wreckage of a castle, you know, back in the plains of Arcadia. You know, back before it was burned to the Madlands. It looks so fresh too. It's painting things so old so accurately. I can't.
Can picture. Drawing to copy. GM,
He looks over.
can the
Mhm.
data pad take a picture? Does it have? Is it a smartphone? Does it have a camera?
I mean, yeah, I think that's part of a data pad, right?
If it's a smartphone,
If we could treat it as a smartphone, then
Why
what does
not?
it actually?
Yeah,
What does it
treat it-
actually say?
I guess the Old Lord's basically like a BlackBerry. It's the best description. But it looks like if it's got advanced enough, some of them have like a holo projector. I'm pretty sure taking a picture is well
Yeah.
within the realm of the data pad.
Okay, I don't know why I assumed that this thing couldn't take pictures, but yeah, okay. Like, yeah, she will definitely take a picture of this thing.
yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know of any like camera. Like I assume it just got baked into something else. You know, it may not be it's not like a DSL or a DSR or whatever it is. Those fancy cameras are, but it's like
enough.
a smartphone camera. It's enough.
We got an 8-bit picture on our Nokia.
All right.
It's incredible. As it looks up to the sky and it's, sunlight. There's only a few hours of sunlight left. That red star is fascinating. I'm sure there's people at the tower who would know. It sounds familiar. I just can't put a finger on it.
Yeah, it slipped my mind as well.
Oh, where's your friend, Jors? I'm sure he would know the answer.
I'm sure he would too, but he's off doing astromancer stuff,
It's much more important than what we're doing.
Well, I think nothing here more. We should
Yeah.
return.
Yeah, let's get back to. I could pay for a night stay. We should think about what our next move should be.
Maybe we can decide that in the morning after a good night's sleep and a hot meal.
Yeah. Although I think after tomorrow, I think I'll never want eggs again. So many eggs.
Could Groka chicken lay giant eggs?
Oh, dear.
Oh God. I don't think I know anyone who's ever cooked an ostrich egg. I've seen a picture of it. I've never heard anyone who's actually. I guess you're supposed to be able to cook it, but
Do Groka chickens lay giant eggs? To me, has the same kind of energy as. What is it? Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Was that 4?
So yeah,
Was that
Graka 4. Yeah, 4.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Ileana, Don, I guess you're empty on that one. You can also
Yeah,
roll
I'm
a
good.
discipline or cool check. No
Oh, what?
difficulty. To recover strain.
Oh.
Yeah, no difficulty. The Paladin is fine. He feels great.
Look, so many triumphs tonight.
Hey, it's a triumphal night. Well, let's see what we can sling around our shoulders.
We can ask Young to help. They have strong arms.
Yes, we can help figure it out from there. So yeah, Bob and Karen will help move your supplies back. Is there anything else you guys want to do here before returning to Westlake Town?
Do we give the place a once over and don't find anything else new and move on?
Yeah, nothing else really strikes out. There's just random debris, target practice.
I will leave a ration in front of the mural that Luna went into just in case she comes back and she's hungry.
Okay.
And Groko will collect his necklace back from Dagna before they head out.
Yeah, I think I put it back in the inventory
Yep,
correctly.
I saw it.
Super. So yeah, just clarifying the rules in that one. You won't be getting any item qualities from attack, but if you have an upgrade that gives you like an ability after, I think that should be fine.
Okay, so it's just a normal shift. You just don't get item boosts from it.
Yeah, you will, like, for example, if your attack gains a concussive quality, you would not get the concussive quality if you boost shift like that.
Well, yeah.
But hey, if you need to get yourself out of a bind, I mean, a better way.
It works.
All right, so let's bring that back. Bring all the weapons back to town. Back to the Golden Harvest. And I actually need to bring the... Dylan comes rushing over to see his mom and dad. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are alive. Why do you have all these swords? Well, son, we're gonna teach you something over the next few days. As they all share a group communal hug. The Paladin looks over, looking back at that. And he's looking at his thing of eggs. And he's like, oh.
Why are you asking
I have
the
a death stick,
bartender?
you
You
want
should
it?
be asking Groka.
Yeah.
That's true.
One
Ma'am.
drugs, please.
I have a death stick. You want it?
That's more like it. Like, if you want illegal narcotics, just go to Holand's Haven, okay?
Retcon, I did not say that.
Okay. One beer. She gives you a beer.
Thank you.
It tastes pretty good.
Glug.
Oh, I thought I could spend another day in this, at least eating eggs. Oh.
Have you thought about making frittatas?
I'm just tired seeing eggs at this point. If I see another chicken, it might be too soon.
Yeah, I hear you.
Groka, transform right now.
We keep having these fever dreams and they're pretty repetitive. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we should get into, let's say, a more normal place.
Here, to normality. Like,
Oh,
As Paladin
cheers to
Solazar
that.
turns around, Groka is not huge buff chicken, just normal chicken on the table next to him.
The Paladin face palms into the, not face palm, he puts his face into the table.
peck his helmet. This is the way.
Oh. Well, we gotta bring that. No, we gotta leave anyways. We gotta bring that guy to a prison or something. Oh.
Do we know?
I mean,
Do
We're-
we?
we're not gonna throw him off a cliff.
Well.
I mean, he looks over at he's got his hands bound at another table. Well, we could just let him go. I'm not gonna be the one who's gonna throw him to his death.
Jesus.
What?
Grow chicken jump flaps over to the bandito captain.
He's trying to eat eggs like a dog because his hands are bound.
And he just looks up and there's a chicken just staring at him.
The bandito captain grimaces.
Just pecks him right in the forehead.
Oh, stupid chicken. Well, it was either this or, get killed by all the zombies. Like, my cousin. That would have been. At least he doesn't deal with these goddamn chickens.
Yeah, about those zombies. I thought we took care of those, didn't we?
Look, I don't know what they are. All I know is they look like feral dogs. They think, you shoot at them or whatever, you stab them, they still came back up. If they're not zombies, they're just really, really smart dogs with hands. They can shoot sun spitters and.
When was this?
Like 8 or 9 days ago.
How long ago did we set that artifact off?
About 8 or 9 days ago.
Okay. Well, hopefully that isn't going to be a problem anymore.
I hope so. Barbara hands you over another beer.
Thank you.
Did you see one that was driving, a six-legged, fortress?
It sounds familiar, yes.
And I hope that's the end of it.
And chicken, yes, it shot me many times.
Look, Dagno was otherwise occupied, okay?
Well, let's hope that's the last of it. Well, what do we... Paladin looks over to Dagna and Graka. Well, aside from murdering him, I mean...
Oh, Groka's not there. Groka's a chicken.
Okay, Groka's there. The Paladin's just talking to Dagna. Well, what are we gonna do with him? There's not really... I guess there's a jail here we could bring him to, but...
I mean, this is your wheelhouse, man. You're the one that decided to take him with us.
The Paladin looks over to the Bandito captain.
Just stabs him.
Stabs.
Sorry to do this, but dead.
Oh, Paladin, I'm suddenly interested.
I'm gonna give you a deal. You can take it or leave it. I could not take you to the Sunray Citadel. You cannot be rotting in a prison for years on end. That sounds great. Sounds great, man. But you're gonna be their bondservant. Points over to the family. For 5 years. If I hear that you try to escape or try to harm them in any way, I swear, I promise, I won't do that. I won't do any of that. As long as you promise to make sure the chicken won't kill me. I make no such promises against the chicken.
Yeah, no one rules the chicken. There's just no controlling the chicken.
Okay.
I think I'll take the deal. Yeah, that sounds way better than going to the Citadel. Sounds way better. Look up. Good look where the Paladin's going to undo his shackle and he's gonna manhandle him over into Bob.
But what about Bob?
What about Bob? I could use another hand on the farm. I mean, we got so much seed for the chickens.
Oh my god.
That just sounded so weird. I don't know how you made that sound so weird. But man.
We're gonna have more normal stuff coming up. Hey, Zerd.
No, I disagree. We will not have normal stuff. We have
No,
Groka.
This entire campaign is a fever dream.
Oh
What
no,
is
go on.
normal now?
It's highly entertaining.
With that, good night, everyone.
The Paladin will then go back and ask Dogna, so eventually I need to get back to the Adamite Tower, but what else do we need to do around here?
So sorry.
There's nothing else, related to the news of this whole comet thing, I guess. Could start going back myself. Be nice if you joined.
Well, there's no reason that decision has to be made right this second, is there?
No, it
I
doesn't.
mean,
That's the cliffhanger.
yeah, okay.
All right.
That was